Hi everyone, this video continues journey on developing the orchestration system for large language models. In previous video, we saw these concepts in form test examples, and within this video, we're gonna step towards forming an app from it. So we are staying within the same project in which everything that's been developed concerning the tools and orchestration into the source folder. We're going to overview quickly how we perform the deployment, what's a part of the Docker as one solution to deploy servers, and we tackle several examples for a quick start. As it was mentioned, so we most of the content mitigate into the source folder. This concerns the orchestration loop and the loop.py. We have assets of tools that we saw before, which involves two functions. So one of them is a retriever, and the second is all the containing files we can retrieve the information. We wrapped all of that using the FastAPI. So our main file is the app that creates the instance of the FastAPI, sets up the logger, provides the necessary authentication and interaction using the FastAPI services. So the main method that we are using in here is the ask method, where for the submitted question, we provide the answer so that, as we previously see, all the content concerning the handling the query moved into the answer function. It performs as follows. It launches the loop and returns the last message that has been submitted. The step aside from here is that we can return the whole history of the conversation. However, it might be important not to return something that concerns the output of your tools. So this could be either masked or you can omit this content. Speaking of the approaches of how everything is deployed, we have the folder recipe, and it contains 3 files in total and 2 are measure of them. So one is Docker Compose that sets all the parameters for the deployment. The most important of them that we deploy on the port 8000. We have 4 workers that are able to handle requests at the same time. And we stick to the model ChatGPT 5.4. And last but not least, we add the reference to the data directory. And besides that, we have the Docker file where we use the Python 3.10. We stick to SlimBui using the LiteLLM. Results in issues concerning synchronous handling query. So that was a solution to stick to this image. And the rest of the parameters, we set up the environment that includes keys, the src folder, launch script, which we will cover in a short time, and our data directory. We initialize our Python package, we update pip, and then we install all the dependencies and launching our app. Speaking of our app, this is just a wrapper around app.py, which is based on the FastAPI service. So all we're going to do is we use the extra service, which is the UV for hosting our server with a bunch of parameters that are in a form of settings and the settings hostings. You can use this handy syntax to pass it so that they will turn into environment parameters to be definite through the description in a Docker Compose file. Okay, speaking of data, it's just a directory where we have a list of structured trees of our vector Slack approach. So we use the reference to this folder to access our documents and read the trees to handle the user requests. All right, so once we all set, last but not least, we additionally generate the start form, which is ask HTML, and that form hosts via our app at the root, which is just a simple slash. It returns the ask HTML. So in order to start with this, I've already tried, but all you're gonna do is first I have to stop the service, and then we have to do the Docker Compose up with the flag of the build. I previously built already this solution, so it results in that starts already the existing instance. Once we navigate to our web browser, if we update, so we can see the ask form. Again, this form has been generated by agent. We just didn't use any styles. This is the way how you interact with LLM. So submit requests such as list files. So then we'll see that we're going to use one of those tools that list all the contents that we have in the folder. There are 5 files in total, so that we can ask. Just takes a while, but and after a while you can see it gives us a result. We can also, following up the coding idea, method approach, and data, we can ask, which is supposed to replicate the case where we already have this tool. And as you can see, we have the evaluations results that have been done within the paper. A short break here in order to find it on my personal page. If I open up this paper and navigate to the page, we can see that it's pretty much close aligned to what we were asking for. It says experiment section summary reported results trends are ChatGPT 4 3.5 and 7 billion parameters. So that's 3 of them. There's a strong performance, and they also listing 3 billion parameters, 1 billion parameters. Okay, so as you can see, this is the first step. Within the further updates, we integrated on the personal website in the form of the various downstream applications such as search and ability to chat with papers.